Today's project is to fix this leaking drainage pipe. So the next project is I have a 4-inch pipe that's plugged up from my downspout drain. So we're going to try to unplug that with a combination of electric pressure washer and then this hose here. I'll show you more once we get it hooked up. So basically this, I think it's about 30 feet long. It's flexible. It has an end where you hook right onto your pressure washer. And then the working part of this is a nozzle. There's different nozzles you can get, but the idea is it has streams of water pushing backwards, so we'll pull it through the pipe. Then it has another stream of water shooting forward, which does the clearing for you. There's the hole for the stream coming backwards. So it's got about 3 or 4 of them shooting back, and then this one goes forward. So we'll see how this works here. So what's going on now is the 4-inch black corrugated pipe goes from the drain that we just unplugged. So we had a big thunderstorm yesterday and got about an inch of rain in about a half an hour. So I got a bunch of debris over my grate here. I'll try to clean that up. This is what I was using to keep a lot of it off, and it actually worked. You can see it stopped all the stuff up to here. So So as usual, every project ends up being more than you want. I thought I had just a hole in the pipe here, but what you're going to see when we dig this out is there's actually a big hole. I don't even know where both ends of the pipe are. So we're going to find both ends of the pipe, and then today for this filming session we're just going to unclog this bottom part. And to fix the pipe, that may be a whole another entire video later. So the first thing I want to do is I want to measure the distance from where I'm going to go into the pipe to the end of the seawall. And then when we push our snake in there, we want the snake to go all the way to the seawall, so we'll know how far that is. I'm going to do that with some electrical tape here. So you take that down to the seawall, just kind of walk straight down from here. Probably about a foot from the seawall, somewhere in there. Right here? Probably not quite that far, because it stops probably where your left foot is. So what we've got is this much of the tube where we want to go in when we snake it. So I'm going to put some tape on right here so we'll know when we reach that part. So if all goes well, we get that snake to get all the way to the tape, and we've pretty much gone as far as we can. So the next thing is to find the opening in the pipe. And what I remember is there was like a slot about the size of a silver dollar, which should be enough for me to get that pipe in there. Oh, that's a big slot, big hole in there. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to have some major work to do here. So I'm going to go get a hand shovel so we can work on this. So the goal now, as my grandson's digging here, is we want to uncover the entire opening of the pipe that goes from where we are down to the lake. And the pipe that goes up the hill to the catch basin, we'll worry about that later. While Reed's digging here, I'm going to start hooking up the pressure washer to our snake.
Yeah, I am.
You're finding it. It's just down there away?
Yeah, it's down there.
You find the opening yet or not?
I think it's right here.
Oh, okay.
It's like
So it's just
down.
lower.
Yeah.
I was looking high. Is that enough to get the pipe in? Don't be afraid to dig this big of an area around it,
Okay.
because later we're going to have to come back and put a chunk of pipe over that. Those are Yeah, I think that got smashed by a skid steer when they were working on the seawall down here. So that's been 2-3 years. Whew. So you think we got enough to get that in?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so what I want to try to do is show them how this works here. So I'm going to have Reed hold the end, and I'm going to turn the water on. And without any pump running, we may be able to see what the streams of water do here. So I'm going to, let's get this stuff out of the way. And then if you can stand back here so you can see what's in the lens. Again, I want to try to show a stream coming out here and some coming back. So it's going to shoot backwards too. Because that means I need to get this stuff. So I only keep it on for like 2 or 3 seconds
Okay.
as long as we can just see what the tool is doing.
Yep. It's hot.
When I turn it off, but there's still pressure.
Or do we have to feed it?
No, it should
Oh,
feed
really?
itself until it hits the thing. So we're basically, what we're doing is we just allow it to pull forward a little bit, and then we pull back.
Yeah.
Allow it to pull forward. We don't push, no force.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go turn the water on. Turn the air pressure washer on. Let's see what happens when I turn the pump on. Oh, pressure washer. Tell you what, you try to do the camera thing, and I'm just going to do this. Gotta wait for that to get water. Probably air in the hose. Pulling itself in. Okay, now we got well, I'm just kind of letting it go. The whole thing might have been just here.
Yeah.
Flat. There might not be anything in there. There's my tape. No. Yeah, that's my tape. It's all the way there. Maybe. Still going. Yeah, there's probably the end of it right there. So actually, that's a good thing I want to know. I'm going to put a piece of tape here so we can see where the end of it is. much know that's not plugged because the water was shooting up here pretty high.
Yeah.
But just to see if this thing works. Put it in the other end of the pipe going upstream. We might as well check that too while we have everything out. Okay, so Reed's going to dig around the pipe, see how much new pipe we need. If there's enough of it collapsed, we may have to cut a different piece. Our 12 or 15 inch piece may be too short. But we'll find out here. Or Reed will find out. I'm going to go take a break.
We're boogered up, so around here. And then, looks like it goes even more on that side and starts to go to the right.
So we could probably use a bigger pipe session. Alright.
Yeah.
You want to take a little break?
Yeah.
Okay, break time. Looks like we're going to, it extends a foot or so up on each side, so we'll probably have to cut a new section of pipe too. Okay, we finished running the snake all the way down to the end of the pipe, and nothing was obstructing it, so we're pretty confident that it was just a big hole or a whole collapsed section of the pipe. So we're going to cut out that collapsed section, and we're going to put a splice in here. So Reed's going to cut off about, a 12 or 15 inch piece of this pipe, and then we'll cut it down the middle, open it up, and place it around both ends of the damaged pipe.
So how do I cut to it?
Let's see. Got a couple options. One, we could try to poke a hole. If I had my Sawzall here, we could just cut the pipe. I do have a jigsaw here.
I feel like if we could get a hole.
I have a chainsaw too. Why don't we try the chainsaw?
Yeah.
So we need to get started with the cutting tool. So we're going to drill some holes in here so we can get the cutting tool in. Okay. Now, cut a slat here so we can open this up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to hold it for you. You can try cutting. Hopefully you can follow a little line there. Okay, while you're digging, I'm going to go put the other battery on the charger.
Let me cut the old stuff off first. How does it work?
You cutting or not?
Hard to tell.
Once you get through the first layer, then it should go quick. You get at least that far. And then, there.
Oh, that works. Sure. Oh, that's not good.
yesterday?
No, it was from yesterday.
Two down, all right. Progress, I like
I
that.
think I should have started with this thing.
Pretty handy little tool, I didn't even know I had that. There was a tree stump there,
Oh.
and I cut as much of it off as I could, but it got to be too much work, and I just went down this far and stopped. That's why it's black is decomposed tree stump.
That's why it's what?
Black,
Oh.
petrified is the word. That's
Oh. Oh wow. Looks like it's like sugar crystallized kind of. Man,
We won't go nuts, but we'll take a couple
swings.
points there.
That's,
And I had a pickaxe, I had an axe, I had a chainsaw. Too bad I wasn't doing videos back then. Running this pipe was, you can ask Mama if she was helping or not. Quite the ordeal.
yeah. Look at that, it's like right there. I mean, it sounds like a stone.
Petrified. Yeah, that's as low as we're going to go. I would say that's it. Good enough for me.
That's crazy. I've never actually seen that before. I've heard of it.
Petrified wood.
Yeah.
I guess I'm second guessing myself whether I want to have cut one piece to go in between here, and then two little collars to go on the edge. What do you think?
Two little what? Towers?
Collars. So we cut this here, we stick this in between the two, and then we have a little collar this big here, and another one this big. Or do we try to do it all in one? I don't care. Whatever you want. The quickest would probably be to
Yeah.
use this one pipe, cut a slit there and a slit there, and if that works, then it's good, right?
Probably.
And it's catching everything. Cut two slits, and it either works or doesn't. If it doesn't, we go to plan B.
Sounds good to me.
We have to do.
Okay. Ready for this, you think?
Well, I wanted to dig out with that shovel.
This one?
Yeah. Go. Whatever happens. You want to cut that slit. I think that's where we. See, we're on the other. Well, no, we're on the same side.
Try the other side first.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to break this down. Now you did it.
Yeah. There it goes.
I don't have any big zip ties, so I ended up putting four of the little ones together. we get that one, I'll try to make a couple more and roll with it.
What was plan B?
For what?
Hello?
You get nothing?
Yep.
Good. So let me show you a way to tighten it. If you just roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the idea. Do this. Ready?
Yep. Cut this deeper, you think?
Try this one first.
Step inside and on.
I'm just wondering if we have just put another piece over this.
Yeah.
If you've done that, put 3 by
We decided to put the extra piece of pipe we had over this hole. Rotating this last piece so it covers the hole better.
Again, we don't have big zip ties, so we're just using what we have. That's why you see these little dinky white ones. Okay, last step on this project is put some dirt over the top and then we'll call it done. Alright, that's a wrap for this video. I'm going to clean up this spot and then we'll go on to the next project. So here's a tree we've been trying to save. Each year we try to cut a couple more dead branches off and hope that it'll recover. I think it may be a cottonwood, I'm not sure. But it's finally bit to dust. As you can see, there's no leaves on it. And the base of it here is pretty much disintegrated. Try to get a close-up here. So I think it's time to come down and get cut up. So I got my grandson here this weekend. He's going to do all my hard labor for me. So we'll get this thing pushed over and then later on we'll cut it up for firewood. Okay, when you're ready, I'm ready. Alright, I guess she's on the ground. The next step, we'll come back later and cut all the branches off. I did bring my chainsaw, but you can see this guy is pretty much dead. There's no hope. So we'll clean him up later today. Alright, back on the tree project. We're going to cut the little branches off first and then the big branches. If we still got energy and battery for our chainsaw, we'll cut some of the bigger limbs. Get it started first. Put it down on the wall.
Down here?
Yeah. That's why you want to put it back like that.
The battery is about dead, so we're trying to get this last cut before the battery dies.
I guess we're almost done. We need to haul this up to the fire pit, and this project is over.
That pretty much wraps this up. On to the next project.
Here's an area where we had a bunch of tree roots and stumps decompose over the last 10 years. So there's big divots in the ground. I've been putting dirt in here a little bit at a time. We just about have it completed, so we'll try to finish this up today.
Yeah, I know.
I think after 2 years, it's smarter about it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find another hole over here a little farther. We got a little bit left in our bucket. Looks like we got a couple little ones here, one here. There's already grass growing here, so I won't want to put this too thick. Hopefully that grass will poke up through there.
I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next video, we'll be back home hooking a pool skimmer on the side of my swimming pool.
Okay, on to the next chore.